Let's just get still. This moment is a gift. So let's take time to enjoy this pause, the spirit. Let's take a deep breath and relax into this moment. Take time now to just pause and restore your natural balance. You're giving yourself a generous gift. Time to stop. Time to breathe. And allow joy to bubble up within you right here and right now. And just be. Feel your body relax with ease. And now notice your breath. And be aware of the natural rhythm of your heartbeat. And silently affirm, in this holy instant, I need do nothing. In this holy instant, I need do nothing. There may be mountains, things to do, worries to overcome, resistance to release. And yet in one holy instance, the mountains can be moved. The worry eases, and as the path of least resistance opens up, I need do nothing. So just breathe and rejoice in these moments of peace and joy as you let go and embrace the sweetness of life in its many forms. In this holy instant, your life is brought back into focus through the power of intention, your intention, and the power of your prayers. So let's just sit with that as we take all of that into the silence, just for a moment. So take a deep breath as you come back into the room and return your attention to your surroundings and become fully present to the lingering feeling of joy and peace. And as you continue on with your day today, remember that you are deeply loved. Namaste. Juanita, as I said to her walking up here, you are deeply loved. That was beautiful, Juanita. Good morning, everybody. Family. It is that time. It's time to surrender. Faith Rivera was. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good.
growing in this mystery. I surrender to my greatest, highest good. I release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am grateful every moment, every day. And I am kind every moment, every day. I will surrender every moment, every day. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. I will always. You are my family. I love when you look at me when I say you are the face of God. Yes, Amy. You are my family. You are the face of God. Yes.
And continuing in this moment of solemnity, I invite you to close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Knowing that there is only one power, one light, one love that I call God. And God is all there is. God is light, God is wisdom, God is love, God is abundance. God is that source, that spark, that connection we have. And I know that God runs in me, through me, and as me, just as I know that God runs in, through, and as everything, including those who hear my voice. And I know that today is a beautiful, great day. I know that the wisdom that flows today is accepted, and that I know that we exchange love And I know that I radiate love. I know that abundance flows through the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living. And I know that every person here feels the energy. And I am so grateful. I'm grateful for this center. I'm grateful for everybody who makes it work. I'm grateful to the law that always says yes. Now I release my word to the law, knowing that it's done. And so it is.
Thank you, baby. The little face of God. Cute little face. She's brilliant as well. She's not only loving, brilliant.
Something wonderful. Come on. Woo. Here we go. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. Yes. I accept things the way they are. I accept things the way they are not. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. Yes. I love wastefully. I love wastefully. I give freely. I give freely. I reap abundantly. I reap abundantly. Oh, I already have everything I need. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. Come on, feel it, feel it. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. Yes, it is. I accept things the way they are, right? I accept things the way they are not. Something wonderful still happening to me right now. Yeah, I love wastefully. I love wastefully. I will give freely. I give freely. I live abundantly. I live abundantly. Oh, I already have everything I need. Something wonderful, yeah, is happening to me right now. Woo! Something wonderful is happening to me right now. Come on. I accept things the way they are. I accept things the way they are not. Something wonderful last time is happening to me right now. Last time, so make it big. I love wastefully. I love wastefully. I give freely. I give freely. I will reap abundantly. I reap abundantly. I already have everything I need. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. Thank you guys so much. You sound great. I know it's in my mind, and I feel it in my body. And so it is. 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 And so it is.
Adding power today. All right. While you're standing, if it's comfortable for you, please say with me, God bless America and the rest of the world. And just turn to a neighbor and say good morning and good morning.
Good morning. Good. Good morning.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I know.
about the announcements.
At the announcement.
Yeah, a lot of socializing. And so
Announcements are right there.
All right. May I ask who's here for the first time? Hi. Oh, look how high she put her hand up. How'd you hear about us?
I was a regular attender in Santa Rosa, California, and I was in the choir there.
All right. What's your name?
Shelley.
Hi, Shelly.
Hello.
Welcome. And did you raise your hand?
We did.
How did you hear about us?
I'm a newly licensed CSL minister in town, and Rev Casey Taylor said y'all are amazing and we should come by.
Okay. We love Rev Casey. What's your name?
I'm Audra.
And I'm Cody.
Oh, hi, Audrey and Cody. Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
I saw another hand. This lady here. How'd you?
My friend Linda.
Hi, Linda. Thank you for. What's your name?
Sandy.
Oh, we have like 3 or 4 Sandys here. All right. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Anyone else? Anyone online here for the first time? Please, put something in the comments and, we'll welcome you. And before you silence your phones, maybe you want to check in on Facebook. Woo, woo, woo. Awesome. Today is Memorial Day, and tomorrow's Memorial Day. Oh, you're right. It's Memorial Day weekend. I'm Reverend Cheryl Bell, and this is Reverend Stacy Hilton, co-ministers here at Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living. I'll start over. And it's Memorial Day weekend. Tomorrow's Memorial Day, and our lovely Dave here has a little medley he plays for us, just in memory of all this someone said in the prayer this morning that has taken place and that will take place. It's a small delay.
because tomorrow's Memorial Day.
We could stay here and party out,
His hands are furiously working.
Wow.
It's gonna be great. No, really. Here we go. We're excellent.
Are we good? No, I'm good. Oh, yeah. Thank you all for being here. Wherever you are on your spiritual path, you'll always be welcomed here. Those that are here for the first time, please sign our guest book so we can let you know what's going on here at our center. Thank you.
Revs. So I'm going to start today off with a little Amazing Grace, and maybe you've wondered, like we have, the origins. So this was written by John Newman when he landed safely in Donegal, Ireland, after being caught in a terrible storm at sea. So I think that storm inspired him. And the song reflects his return of faith and the start of his conversion to Christianity. It's kind of wild to see what inspires you. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my feet relieved. How precious did that grace appear. I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. This grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been here 10,000 years, bright, shining as the sun, we've no less days to give God's praise than when we first began. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. But now I see. Yes, I see what he sees.
And Dave.
Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody. Yeah, good to see your bright, shining faces, as always. Question. You know, we have more questions than answers. I know Dr. Edward does too at Santa Rosa as well. How do you face conditions in your life that seem insurmountable? Now, I know none of you have ever faced any conditions that are insurmountable in your lifetime. But I have a couple. And I continue. I expect that I keep living. Key word there is living. Because, you know, sometimes we just sit on the sidelines and we're not participating. So that way we think we're safe. So, but are we safe? No, right? Because once you get out there on that field again, then you know that they're coming. Conditions are coming. And sometimes they're fast and furious. Sometimes they're miles and miles apart. Right? You're like, where the heck did this come from? Life has been so good. I've been on the mountaintop chilling. Life is so blessed. And then you step onto that field and it's like, whoa. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, right? We've been talking this past month, can't believe it's already been a month already, about the shadow. And today's talk title is Lights, Camera, Action. And just for fun, I've been playing with this chat GPT thing, search engine that gives up artificial intelligence. And so this is what it said when I typed in whatever the right perfect Jeopardy question is. It says, well, the phrase lights, camera, action does not have a direct connection to the concept of the shadow self. It is possible to draw metaphorical associations between the two. It's pretty good, artificial intelligence. In the context of the shadow self, which represents the unconscious or hidden aspects of a person's psyche, one could view the phrase lights, action, camera, action as a symbolic representation of bringing those hidden aspects into conscious awareness and exploring them. The lights could represent the illumination or revelation of the shadow self, bringing it out of the darkness and into awareness. It signifies the willingness to examine and shed light on the hidden aspect of oneself. So let's talk about the lights part for a minute. Okay? The lights could represent the illumination or revelation of the shadow self. Now, we all have a shadow self. Some shadows seem to be a little bit larger than others. For those of you that know me, you know that my shadow's pretty large. I also have a large light, though. It kind of is a good balance, right? As we all do. Up here, hopefully you see the light side of myself more than you see the shadow side. I wore this t-shirt today, not because I am a proud American, but not because I am a card-carrying, wave your flag kind of person. Actually, no one in my family, I have some uncles, but no one in my family is in the military, which is kind of odd, right? And I wear this because beloved 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson. But I bet you never thought you'd hear beloved 50 Cent. But beloved 50 Cent got a dog. And at the time, he didn't like Oprah Winfrey. He used a much stronger word when I remember this interview and seeing it. He did not like Oprah Winfrey. So he named the dog Oprah. So that he could learn to love it. Now, I love my country, our country. Absolutely do. It has a huge shadow. A huge shadow, which affects many of us. It affects all of us, because we're all one. And it can be unkind and unfair to a lot of us, a lot of the time. So I wear this. I made a commitment to wearing this, because I like how it feels. It's cute. Part of my shadow. But I wear this to remind myself of my role in being the love and being the ideal of the country that I love. That's what I'm committed to doing. That's just my way of outing myself and remember the greatness of America. Because it is great. It's great. And it has issues. I'm great, I have issues. I'm assuming that some of you have issues in this room. Some of you. I won't out you. I won't even call on Reverend Cheryl right now. Such a good sport. But she gets me back. Put to death is good. So we're talking about not just the light, because darkness gives way to light. The more light that we can bring to a situation, the darkness clears itself up, doesn't it?
Yes.
That's my intention with wearing this t-shirt, right? I don't need to dwell on what is America is not doing or how it's not being or behaving. Because guess who is an American? So I point the finger to me first. What can I do to change the situation? What can I speak up for? How can I express that which is truth and love and liberty and justice and promote that? Are you the star of your own life? This is my next question. Are you the star of your own life? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Can anybody say they're kind of a co-star? I'm a co-minister, but I'm not a co-star. Or it's Reverend Cheryl.
Not at all.
Here we go. Anybody feel like they're, or maybe make a guest appearance in your own life? A cameo? I mean, really. Have you ever felt when you're looking at your life, you just sit back and it's like, where am I in this whole reality? How did I create this? And when am I going to step up, show up, get up, and be about that which I believe I want to see happen in my life? Because that's what we're all called to do. That's the action piece. Well, actually, there's the camera piece, right? So the camera can symbolize the introspective lens through which one observes and examines the shadow self. It represents the act of observation, self-reflection, and examination of those unconscious elements. It's hard. There's some ugly stuff sometimes. I'm like, that is not the cute, pretty shadow that I want to see. I don't know if there are cute and pretty shadows, but I know there's glorious light. I know there's glorious power. There's glorious love. With light. Have you ever seen light without a shadow? Have you ever seen shadow? Have you ever seen light and not experienced a shadow with it? Anybody? Silence. I did it. I silenced them. I think it always goes hand in hand. It's two sides of the same coin. It's just a different expression. And we all have ego. We all have shadow sides. They all came from somewhere, and they protect us. Egos protect us. You're not going to get rid of them, but you can learn to grow and evolve and integrate that shadow. Integrate the shadow into the light. One of my favorite songs, one of my favorite sayings is, you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. By the Godfather of Soul, Mr. James Brown. And I'm here to talk to you a little bit today about a person that we all know and love, who is the queen of rock and roll. This is Tina Turner. And instead of the Ike and Tina review, this is the Tina review today. Because Tina was born Anna Mae Bullock, November 26, 1939. She passed away May 24th, 2023, just the other day. Tina Turner was the light. And she had to be in that light. She went through hell. Hell. She sat on the sidelines for much of it. If you look at her story, I watched more Tina yesterday than brilliant, beautiful, loving, compassionate, strong, resilient woman. But she sat on the sidelines for some time, didn't she? You know her story. She sat on the sidelines based upon whatever was going on with her. She was committed to this man named Ike, who she saw whenever she moved from Nutbush, Tennessee to St. Louis, Missouri. And she said in an interview, she said, I saw him and I thought he was the ugliest thing I ever saw. Follow your intuition. But she said when he played, that was it for me. I don't know if she fell in love, but she fell in love with what he was doing, what he was bringing to the table. She stayed with Ike through just horrifying conditions, insurmountable conditions. And he beat her up. He broke her jaw. She had to sing with a mouthful of blood, black eyes, poured hot coffee over her. But she had a choice, didn't she? I don't know what caused her to make the choice of Ike Turner. But I would think that had something to do with fame and stardom and what she thought of herself. So she met Ike Turner in 1957. He was a struggling singer and manager and was responsible for discovering great talent. And what would happen was, this is his story as he says, and if you saw the movie What Love Got to Do with It, you'll know everybody that he discovered left him. And she told him when she knew that, she was a teenager when she met Ike, she said, "I'll never leave you, Ike." Oftentimes, we glorify loyalty. But loyalty that is misplaced, based upon you not thinking enough of yourself to be in an abusive situation, is just you neglecting your birthright of freedom. She was a teenager, as I said, when she moved from Nutbush to St. Louis, and her mom had abandoned her. You see how this is working? They had some musical success. They did. Ike was talented, but he had some serious, serious demons. But I'm not talking about Ike today. Tina, to add insult to injury, he took all the money and spent it on women and drugs and whatever the heck else he wanted to do. She put up with this abuse and lifestyle from 1957 to about 1976 when she said, "I'm out." Now it was at that point, right before that point, when she got the strength and courage to leave, was when she found Buddhism. Thank God. Thank God. I have a slide there. Do I have a slide?
Video clip? Video?
No, not the video clip. But Marianne Williams says this about our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not the darkness, that most frightens us. You see, Anna Mae Bullock cannot become Tina Turner, although she had the name, the star, the queen of rock and roll, until she allows the darkness to give way to the light. Buddhism was the vehicle that allowed that to happen. Buddhism, which is very similar to science of mind. If Tina had not done the work to integrate the light with the dark, she probably wouldn't have lasted as long as she did. You know? She became the star of her own show. And what a star she was. I mean, if you saw her, if you've seen her on the stage in any way, shape, or form, she was fantastic. She still is, by the way. She's dancing wherever she is right now, I'm sure. But if she did not allow herself to look at, not Ike, she rarely talks about Ike. It was never about Ike. Yeah, I could say a whole lot of words about Ike. Those are his demons and his lessons, and he had to take care of that. But Ike and Tina couldn't have been Ike and Tina, that they were not an attraction there. And if she thought highly enough of herself to not put up with that, she would not have put up with it. But there were lessons, and she grew from that as well. Tina Turner, the light, Tina Turner. She's credited with having one of the greatest comeback stories in history. selling 180 million albums worldwide. She became a solo artist in her mid-40s. That is unheard of. She won 12 Grammys and was even offered the role in The Color Purple, which I did not know. And I'm assuming the role was probably Seeley, and she turned it down because it was hit too close to home. She sold out stadiums. She wrote 2 books, and her first book, a bestseller, I, Tina, became a very successful movie entitled What's Love Got to Do with It, starring Angela Bassett. And sharing her story with the world, it gave her meaning. It gave her purpose. As if her purpose was not big enough. That is huge what she did for the world and for women. She was voted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame not once, because the first time it was put icon shape, but the second time it was just her. She was honored at the Kennedy Centers in 2005 and is the basis for a film and Broadway musical and HBO documentary in 2021. That's when she made her final farewell. Angela Bassett said this about Tina Turner. She showed others who lived in fear what a beautiful future filled with love, compassion, and freedom should look like. Oprah Winfrey says, she makes me want to be a better person. She makes me want to grow. Oprah Winfrey. That's big words for Anna Mae Bullock. That's getting beat up by Bully Ike. That's huge. She became the star of her own life. It's a video I'd like to show you how she talks a little bit about Buddhism.
Your faith.
My faith.
You convert, or you became?
I'm converted to Buddhist.
What took you to that?
Change. The practice in the early stages of it, when it was introduced to me, was that it could change your life if that's what you were looking for. And at that time, that is definitely what I wanted.
Had you broken up at that time?
No. I was still there. It was actually the shot in the movie right after I had taken the medicine that makes you sleep. And
took a lot of it.
Yeah. And when I woke up, I thought, well, okay, this is my life. I accept. And then the message came, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, that it could change your life. And I had to teach myself because I didn't have the freedom to actually go to meetings or for people to come to me. So I remember working really hard, and I'm happy that I did it that way because it was on my own that I really struggled for it, and it changed my life.
And the message came from where?
There were a group of people called the Nichiren Shoshu organization. President Ikeda was the president from Japan that organized the gift to us. And the members were older people, older members that had been chanting for a length of time, that had people to go to door, something like, what do you call it? Avon.
Buddhism is also a way of living, isn't it, right?
Yes.
It's more than a faith.
Yes. Actually, what happened, how I view it is that it is something that one depends on. Like, I think like, I need my refrigerator, I need the clothing on my back, I need shelter, and chanting takes care of that spiritual side, that subconscious mind that I tap into. My reality is God is giving us the faith, but we have to find it, we have to work on it to find the God within us, that, let's say, that coin. And when you chant, when you get into the rhythm, the sound.
Is the chant to God?
It is to the coin, let's say, within us, which is the subconscious mind.
Now, with the way you sing, you must be the #1 Buddhist chanter in the world. If there's a God, he said.
She was my age when she did that interview. She's 57 then. Beautiful, beautiful woman. And just that light, you can see that. That light comes from within and it shines. It just shines. I love what she said about what Buddhism gave to her. It's what Science of Mind gave back to me. And I'm trusting that it's doing that for you. When times are tough, we always have it till you know it. But what do you do on the daily? Are you doing, I don't know, maybe you chant, maybe you're Buddhist, maybe you're doing your spiritual mind treatment, your meditation, all of those things are part of staying ready so you ain't got to get ready. And if you're not doing them, when the time comes, and the storms are coming, we just kind of passed one by that could have been coming up this coming week. And we've pushed it back, to my understanding. I don't know all of that going on with the possible shutdown. But we stepped away from it, and we shied away from it for a minute. But that could be very devastating for a lot of folks, could it not? We don't want to see that. But it is so important that each of us look at who we are, the good, the bad, and the ugly, so that we know what our contributions are to America and the world. Tina Turner was a world citizen. She left Tennessee, didn't look back. I think what I most enjoyed hearing about her, she talks about cause and effect a lot if you watch the interviews. And she said, the cause you make this lifetime, she believed, I think, in reincarnation. The cause you make this lifetime can be the effect of a better life next time. And we don't have to be talking about other lives, do we? We can just talk about that next opportunity tomorrow when you wake up again, because you're a new person, supposedly. And the thing I think that really stood out was, after all that chaos and craziness, I said it right this time. I usually say chaos. All of that chaos and craziness that she put up with Ike. And she thought, I'm done with this marriage thing. And she, in 2013, she wed Erwin Bach. She became a Swiss citizen, and Turner's wealth was estimated, remember, for 36 cents. Turner's wealth was estimated at $225 million in 2022. The 36 cents in the mobile card became $225 million by releasing that which was blocking her, that darkness, that shadow self. She also she could have fought for the money. She said, no, I'm done. I am complete with this, Ike. And she didn't look back. Tina Turner, what a blessing you are. You're simply the best. And so
I don't think I recall seeing that interview, so thank you for that. That was, oh gosh. Need the dark to see the light. She was the light. And thank you for that segue. I love performing a song.
Call you when I need you, my heart's on fire. You come to me wild and wild. Oh, you come to me, give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world full of dreams. Speak a language of love like you know what it means. Yes. Oh, when it got me wrong, take my heart and make it strong. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. and every day. In your eyes I get lost, I get washed away. Oh, just as long as I'm here in your arms, I could be in no better place. Oh, David, you're simply the best. Woo! Yes, sing with me. Better than all the rest. You're better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. Oh, I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Oh, don't tear us apart. Oh, no. Baby, I would rather be dead. Each time you leave me, I start losing control. Walking away with my heart and my soul. I can feel you even when I'm alone. Oh, baby, don't let go. No. Woo. Can you see her up there? Oh, you're the best. You're better than all the rest. You are better than anyone. Anyone I've ever met. Yes, I'm stuck on your heart. Right? I hang on every word you say. Oh, don't tear us apart. Oh, no. Baby, I would rather be dead. Yeah, Tina, you're the best.
All right, Patty. All right. I'd like to ask our ushers to please come forward. This is our time we call giving and receiving. We have that law of circulation. I left my card. Hi. They're so cute. Oh, a new usher. Awesome. All right. If you will please just take your gift in your hand and say the affirmation on the screen with us. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And I know that to be the truth. I know that that is the action, that is the light, and that is the love that each person here gives from their heart. I know that it is given freely and in love. I know that it supports not only Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living, but it supports the giver, because that is how it works. I'm grateful for each and every gift and each and every tithe, knowing that, again, it returns to the giver multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
And so it is. Sing with me. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, it will be mine. Yes.
Club will be meeting at 4 p.m. this coming Wednesday and reading the book, My Life Grows Up Asian. So join if you've read the book. Even if you haven't read it and you want to get on the conversation, just pop on there. Our annual tamale fundraiser is happening. We can buy our tamales today and or next week is the last day we can buy them because they're going to deliver them here on the 11th. And they're just $3, and of course this is just a great fundraiser for us. And they're so amazingly good. Oh my gosh, we've got 2 different choices I don't see on here, but I know that they're chicken and green chili and cheese and some other thing.
I think that's it.
Anyway, they're wonderful. So put in your orders for your tamales.
Cheese or chicken?
Cheese or chicken. Just say cheese or chicken. That works better. And then next Wednesday, the soon-to-be Reverend Franny and I are going to be doing our midweek inspiration on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. on Zoom. So jump on Zoom and watch. It's so much fun. We pray, we meditate, and we just talk. And it's going to be about personal relationship with God this time. So it's going to be very interesting. And then on that same day, you could also join us for lunch on Zoom for a conversation with the Revs, which is always fun because you get to learn all kinds of more stuff and share your experiences and so forth at noon, right on Zoom. And then later on in the month, on the 11th, we're going to have Faith Rivera is going to be here in person. She will be here speaking and performing it during the Sunday service, and then the concert will be at 6:30 p.m. And if you get your tickets now, they're just $35, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be packed, so you might want to get them early anyway, and $40 at the door. And then, if you'd like to help support our center, you can buy a tag for the back of the chair there to support either a loved one or a furry family member, or for any reason you can buy a tag for $100 and help support our center. And then we have Love's Freezer Supply Full is back. So if you can get just a little bit extra food, either freezer or just pantry, we've got the pantry and the freezer full. Let anyone that's food insecure know that we have that available. And just when you're shopping, just pick up just an extra couple things to put in and help us with that. And for any prayer support, just send your prayer request to prayer@lasvegascsl.org or text 702-524-7096. And be sure to stop by our bookstore to see all the newest titles and gifts that are available. There's lots of stuff over there. And then follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and visit us on our website, www.lvcsl.org. And everybody have a fabulous Memorial Day weekend.
And then tell them we're doing it again on the 27th.
Thank you, Kitty. We bowled on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I think Yvonne took an embarrassing video. I think she wants to show it.
Yes, she did.
But I still got a low score. Oh, thank you all for being. We have so much fun doing that we're doing it again in June on Tuesday night, June 27th. So let us know if you want to come and join us. What else did you want me to say?
I'm something the best.
That you're simply the best? No. Good. Yeah, would you please, I'll ask the Ministry of Prayer team to please surround the room. And I'll ask Reverend Stacy to give us a closing prayer. Thank you. Yeah, any visiting ministers or practitioners are also please come up to the stage. Thank you.
All right. So if you would close or lower your eyes and just take a deep breath with me. And in that out breath, that feeling of excitement and anticipation for what goes on the rest of this beautiful Memorial Day weekend, I just know that each and every one of us is just blessed beyond measure. Each of us is a blessing. So of course we're blessed. And so I know that this week we have the courage to get up off the sidelines, if that's where we've been seated, and move into being the star of our own lives.
Yes.
That is what's required from this country is the best country, always, always, always. For each of us to stand in the light and share our light with everyone else that we meet. And so this is the opportunity to do that. And I'm grateful. Grateful for all that's taken place. Grateful for the love that I feel each and every time I open the doors of this building. Grateful for each and every person that walks through these doors that gives me their own special little piece of their love and light and shares it so that I can share it with even more and more and more. I just say thank you for it all, Spirit. I release, I let go, and I let it be. And so it is.
So it is.
All right, let's stand and sing our peace song. Thank you.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, love runs all our way. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me.
All right, everyone. We are actually having lunch at Chinglish in celebration of AAPI month, and today after service, if anyone wants to join us. But right now, I want you to repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
I know this in my mind.